In this video, I'll show you how to make a elastic workout headband. Now there is a velvet on the inside, and this helps it stick to your head, hold to your head while you're working out or running. And you can make these in a variety of colors. And this is a ribbon, 1.5 inch ribbon on the outside, and the same width, 1.5 inch velvet on the inside. And I use 1/4 inch elastic. So join me to learn how to make elastic workout headbands that are fashionable and functional. The materials you'll need for this project include your sewing machine with coordinating thread. You may need a slightly cool iron, your basic sewing supplies, pins, rulers, scissors. Now we'll be using 2 types of ribbon. This is Velcro ribbon cut to 17 inches. Then we have our exterior ribbon cut also to 17 inches. And then we'll also need about 6 or 7 inches of the 1/4 inch braided elastic. Thanks for tuning in today. I've already cut down my ribbon. I've cut my front facing exterior ribbon down to 17 inches. Now I'm using ribbon that's 1.5 inches wide. I have matching velvet ribbon that is also 1.5 inches wide, and I've cut this down to 16.5 inches. Now this is optional, but I like to have the, when I wear the headband, I like to have a little bit of the out-facing ribbon fold underneath a little bit, but you could do it even. It's really not a big deal. It's not really something you can see, so it's totally up to you. And then we'll also need some elastic. Now all of these dimensions, please feel free to adjust for the size of head that you are making this for. And then for the elastic, we'll cut off approximately 6 inches of elastic here. Alrighty, so our first step is to take our front facing fabric, and I'll zoom in a little bit here. And we've got our short end, good side facing up. We'll line up right in the middle our elastic, lining up the short ends, and then we'll take the velvet, good side facing down, so good sides facing together, lining up all our short ends, and we're going to sew a straight stitch all the way across, and we'll hold this in place. And we'll sew with about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And we'll cut off our excess threads. And now we have all of our short ends sewn together. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other end. So keeping our ribbons straight, we are going to line up all the short ends again. Good sides facing together with our elastic sandwiched right in the middle. And we'll make the same straight stitch all the way down. And we'll cut off all our excess threads as well here. All right, so now we have our ribbons facing good side together. We'll flip this inside out, right side out. And now all we have to do is top stitch all the way around our new headband. So this is the inside of our headband, this is the outside. So we'll just, if you have an iron, you might want to iron this down here to make it a little bit flatter, easier to sew. But we're going to now edge stitch all the way around our headband. You might want to do free arm sewing for this portion, so we'll remove our sewing table. And we'll start on one end right here. So we'll fit our headband around our free arm. That's also helpful. And we'll position this so that we can sew the short end first. And we're just edge stitching all the way around. sew down the other end. We'll sew a few times. And now we'll put the other side on our headband. So start over here again. And we'll cut off all our excess threads. But this is our finished headband with our velvet on the inside. So thanks for watching.